Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm going to show you how I made this pretty card with what is sometimes referred to as the spotlight technique. So I've stamped the whole image there and die cut a piece of it out and actually did the two-step stamping. So this is the Petal Park stamp set. You've got the outline of the leaves, the outline of the flowers, and then you've got another stamp to do the colouring of them, or you can colour them yourself. Lots of options with this set. So yeah, the spotlight is on the centre section there and it is coloured, and then we've got flowers on top. So I'm going to make another one, but just in a different colour. I'm going to stick with Granny Apple Green for my leaves, but I'm going Melon Mambo for the flowers and for my card base. I should have another piece of that. That's all right, I can sort that out. Because I have added a little bit of detail on the inside too. So, first things first, the stamps. Already had a play about with that, and I would always suggest that you do that. It's two steps, so as I said, and on the one that does the infill, sorry about the glare there, this bit here is really quite narrow, so you can, because it's photopolymer, which is brilliant for allowing you to see and line them up, but it does mean you can kind of distort that a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean after I've stamped it, because I think I've got it lined up again. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Get on with it, Heather. So, and again, because it's quite a big stamp, it's sometimes easier to bring the ink pad to the stamp than the other way around. And I want it that way, I think. Don't have to do it the same as the last one. In fact, this is definitely not the same as the last one. No, I think I need the bigger bit there. Something like that. Okay. And then I have done the die cutting with the Beautiful Shapes dies, those hexagons, and not the smallest one, the next two. All right, so I want to die cut a bit of that out. Okay, I think I probably want it there. I kind of want to make sure I've got it relatively straight. I've got a bit sticky. Okay, and I'm going to put a black layer on top, and so I've got the black layer for the background there. I'm just going to die cut that out of the middle of that to save card. So bear with me a moment while I unstick that from my mat and bring in my cut and emboss. Pop that one in. So, and then do this one. That does not have to be straight. It's just taking a chunk out. Alright, get rid of that. Done with that. As I say, that will go on there. I take that bit of fluff off and gently remove this. Thank you. we are. No damage done. Okay, so that fits not like that. How does that fit back in? Should have paid attention, Heather. There we go. Is it? Yeah. So that fits back in like that. I want to ink up my infill stamp. Okay, and you've got 2 pieces and 1 piece poking outside, so it's going to go that way. I am just going to take that out of the way, and this is kind of, actually I need to stamp off. I want it to be lighter. I've just got a bit of paper there. This is probably easier for you to see, well, would be if it didn't have that ring light shining in there, than it is for me, because I can't get right over, but that's close enough, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of extra stamping on this as well. Forgot to set up. I just get those out, and then we've got the outline of the leaf and the infill. So back with my full strength, that one there. Just deciding where I want this to go. That one there. Maybe an extra there. And again with the infill, just stamp off, line it up, and stamp that. Actually, I didn't want to do those. No. It's taken away from the spotlight a bit, isn't it? I forgot what I was doing. Never mind. Everything's just unique. Right. So the flowers. Again, we've got the outline and the infill for that. On this one, I only used the 2 smaller flowers, so I did 2 of the middle one and 1 of the small, and want that big one there. So this is a punch. It will cut out those 3 flowers and a leaf all at the same time. But as I say, I don't want that. What I do want is those 2 flowers. So as a dummy run, I'm just going to cut those out, put those to the side, and now I know with my Melon Mambo for orientation I want those flowers stamped. Okay, that's the wrong one. And again, I don't really need ink on that large flower. And this is the orientation I want it, like so. And then I've already inked that, but I want to stamp it off again, like so, and line those 2 up again, like that. Nice. And then I can bring my punch back in, and they will easily line up. And I've got 2 for my card. I just need 1 more. which I've already done in advance. Yeah. Okay. But that just gives you a little tip on how to make sure you've got that all lined up and you're not wasting lots and lots of card. Right, assembly time. Card base, card layer. Let's see, doesn't matter. Just put an extra little bit round that there. Alright. Happy with that. Press that down. And again, this one's, oh, forgot the ribbon. Forgot the ribbon. So this one's going to be a little bit different to the last one because I don't want to take that back up. The ribbon. On this one, I put the ribbon around the black layer, so this one's going to be a little bit different. It's just going to go over that layer there. And to turn this from black and white to black and melon mambo, I've got a Stampin' Blends marker. I'm going to use the brush end, and I'm just going first of all to roughly chop that down to where I want it to be. I need a bit to wrap around, and just simply adding that colour. Easy peasy. Now it will bleed through and it will take a moment or two to be fully dry because I put quite a lot on there. So in the meantime, just check my orientation. Really should pay attention, shouldn't I? No, that way, definitely that way. Right, keep it the right way around, Heather. And I've got my black bit. That way, that way. Just while my ribbon is drying, I can line those up. Again, wet glue being my preference, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room, wiggle time. There we go. And then my little flowers. Like that. And I forgot I needed to stamp and punch some leaves as well. So with the leaves, again, so I know I'm doing this the right way. Actually, a narrower piece easier. So, like that. So I want to make sure that my stamp goes that way. One of them, two of them. And Phil, where did I put you? That I shouldn't have used earlier. Just adding that little bit of colour. Stamping off. There we go. The ribbon should be dry by now. One went on the floor. Two. I'm going to pop them out to the side. Now I'm not going to put any dimensionals on these flowers because the hexagon will be going up on dimensionals. I can just put a little bit of glue in the centre. 1, 2, 3, and pop a little bit of glue on the leaf and tuck that under there. Like so. Definitely dry now. Now. I'm just going to use a little bit of tearing tape to pop that on, and I can use my grid mat to make sure I've got it straight, and I want it to be in the middle of the hexagon as well. Doesn't matter, that's a bit too long. It's all going to get covered up. On that side. Bend that round. Stick that down there. I will. There they are. I'll just chop that because I don't want too much bulk underneath my card. Right. That is now going to go on there. So I can put a little bit of glue there as well, and that'll keep that down. Central of that. There we are. Just pop that. Press that down a little bit. In fact, I can stick a little bit of tape on that as well. Again, it's going to get covered up. It's just to keep that nice and flat. Then dimensionals. There's always something I forget. So you can do it one or two ways. Pop the dimensionals in the space or put them in the back, on the back of the that you're sticking on. Either way works. And because I want to have a little bit of wiggle room to line that up, I'm just putting the slightest little bit of Tombow on there. So I've got those leaves lining up and those leaves lining up. Happy with where that is. I want to add a little bit extra stamping with those little dots, full strength and not. And I have not put any sentiment on these cards, and we're just going to leave that until I decide who I'm sending it to and for what occasion. And while I've been making these, I've kind of thought they might actually make a nice set. So obviously slight differences. I need to glue that corner a bit better. And I want to cover up that little smudge. I'm going to put, oops, one of these little brass butterflies. Are so cute. So yeah, as I've been making these, I kind of thinking I might actually make some more. and then I can maybe make a little box and make a gift out of them. What do you think? I like that extra bit of stamping, those ones being coloured. Every mistake is an opportunity to embellish like that bit, or just to innovate. I will add another little layer inside, and I might stamp another leaf, but I won't keep you waiting for that. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, I think I will make a box for these, so stay tuned and see what I come up with to gift these as well. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye. Hello again. When I was making these, I mentioned that the lining up of these stamps could be a little bit tricky, and I said that I would show you what I meant after I had used the stamp, and then I forgot. So let me just give it a quick clean so I don't get covered in ink. So when you take your photopolymer stamp out of the box, it's like that. So I could put that onto my block like that, but it's never going to line up with that. The best thing to do is let it relax and basically throw it down, then put your block on and pick it up, and then do a test stamp so you can see whether you've then got everything lined up or not. So that's what I meant when I said that this one is a little bit easy to misalign, just because you've got two thin bits there that are quite flexible. Hope that makes sense, and hope that little tip of telling it to relax, throw it down, give it a moment, it'll take its own shape. Don't play about with it, and that should line up. But definitely do a test stamp with this one before you go onto your precious cardstock. Hope that helps. Bye bye.